and now the NBA thing happens. Like, we got to do it live.
We're going live. We're live.
The old Christian saying, we make plans and God laughs.
Are we live?
Mm-hmm.
Are we on? All right. Welcome back, and thanks for choosing to hang out with your host, the Conservative Bird and Double D. And along with that today, we have political strategist Jim Scully. And up to the top over there, we have our new man on the street, Jonesy, and he will be in charge of our political sports commentary. Welcome back, fellas. You're on the Brick Road Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody. So we got some crazy news today going on in the NBA. I never thought this would be something that like someone like Chauncey Billups would be a part of. You know what I mean? And like this whole NBA scandal, like that's not a name that I would throw out to like, oh yeah, he's gonna do a huge gambling scandal, and it's like, whoa, Chauncey Billups. I didn't even know he was still like a part of the NBA anymore. Last I seen, he was an announcer, right?
Well, he's a head coach of the Portland Trailblazers, a head coach.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Imagine a coach. Now he's banned from the season. The entire, season is now gonna. It's like they're the assistant coach. It's almost like they fired the coach in a weird way. So,
right.
Chauncey Billups, 2004 Detroit Piston NBA champion point guard. Yeah, maybe Rasheed Wallace, maybe Richard Hamilton, but not him.
Right. I'd even maybe say maybe Tayshaun Prince, but like. Chauncey just didn't come off like that to me.
Yeah, man. But money's money, and easy money. It's hard to say no to some people.
So you would think that, like, being a head coach of an NBA team, that's enough money. I don't know. For me, at least, that's enough money. Like, of course, if you're a millionaire, you want to become a billionaire. You know what I mean? But that's still no reason to go out here and scam people. And from what I heard, wasn't he like they were doing like not just sports betting or anything? They were also doing poker games, right?
Yes, they were. That part I was listening to on TM today. They were definitely like, dude, they were having they were doing poker games, and they were using somebody was using contact lenses that could actually see through the cards. Now, of course, the cards are made for that they were using for that. Obviously, nobody caught on to it because you can't really see it from the naked eye. I don't know how true it is. I heard it on the radio today, and of course, that was on talk radio, not an FM station. But they were using all the little tricks that you would use to scam people and beat them at the table. So, yeah. They have plenty of, let's just say, the way it was said, when I heard Cash Patel, because they played his little soundbite, the evidence was overwhelming. Was one of the terms that I'm sure you guys already heard it too. And hey, Jones, do you seem to have? Jones actually did quite a bit of research on this, and he has it pretty much like memorized. So, can you give us the rundown real quick on what exactly is going on and who is involved, other than Chauncey? We all know about that. So.
They said 31 arrests were made today.
That's
one
crazy.
Was Chauncey Billups. One, what's that?
I just said that's crazy.
Oh, no. Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, former Cavalier, who's also linked. He's linked to LeBron James. That's LeBron's personal shooting coach. Wherever LeBron goes, Damon Jones goes.
Yeah.
So I mean, it could be interesting. They said they haven't made 5 arrests yet. So there's 5 more people that are going to be arrested,
and that's what I heard on the radio, right?
Wasn't Maverick Carter involved in some shit a couple of years ago, if I'm not mistaken?
I didn't hear about that,
right?
But I know that Cleveland's own Terry Rozier is the one player that's fixing games.
Yeah, his name has been on the radio all day.
He's the player that was arrested. So what he was doing. 2023 is playing for the Hornets. He told people close to him, "Hey,
not just
take my point under, my rebound under. I'm going to leave the game hurt." 9 minutes into the game, he leaves with foot injury.
Right. So, so Kalisha, what they were doing was they would do things like, if LeBron was injured, Damon Jones allegedly, this is what they're saying, was leaking information to the gambling, the people in charge of gambling, and they would know that LeBron was hurt before anybody else was hurt. Then they were doing things like how we were talking about Terry Rozier. He got taken out of a game early, and just so like his points got shaved a little bit. They were saying that there's like situations where like a referee can swing a point. What was it? 6 points in like 7 seconds?
6 points in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, like 6 points in 5 seconds. Yeah, but we know it's always been being done because think about like when Devin Booker was shooting free throws at the foul line and literally telling people, fuck your parlay and missing.
Something about that?
He should go to jail.
About that? I knew Tom was going to bring that up because he's been talking about that for 2 years. What if that player was saying to the mob, to the mafia, fuck you and your parlay, I want to play some basketball, and he just missed it?
I could see that too, but that's
because I didn't know the mafia was involved. Now that I do, these players are probably getting blackmailed.
I didn't even know the mafia was alive still.
Hell yeah, dude!
Prominent. I didn't know this prominent.
I thought they were more underground.
I know the family still exists, but
I thought they were more underground than this. I didn't know the 5 crime families were this heavy into everything. I mean, this is a major.
Well,
Double D's in the mafia. Double D, tell us.
Let me ask you this, because obviously, I grew up in the era where the mafia was very powerful.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I mean, why would you think that they were gone? I mean, they have legitimate businesses now, but how many legitimate businessmen do we know or that we have heard of? How many legitimate businesses that we've heard of where the people were still doing unethical, illegal things? So a tiger doesn't lose its stripes. You know what I mean? A leopard doesn't lose its spots. It is what it is. You know, just because you take the boy out of the hood, don't mean you're taking the hood out of the boy. That's, you know.
Yeah.
And the old Double D adage.
Yeah, the Double
mafia, D. Yeah, the mafia, man. They're still powerful and rich.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And apparently hundreds of millions of dollars richer now thanks to this fraud and scam.
Here's the crazy.
I thought the mafia died in the 90s.
Well, here's the crazy thing: the fact that 3 different crime mob families are coming together. Or 4. Okay, that's even more. They're all coming together and doing this shit together. It's like they used to be. It's like they all used to be against each other and want to be the biggest, the biggest mob bosses, and now it's like, okay, now we're more underground. Let's just come together and we can just.
And that's probably because they don't have the influence. That
right.
They once
it's not
did.
exactly. That's what I was saying.
Instead of shooting people and selling drugs,
let's
just blackmail some NBA players into rigging some games. Because come on, if you're rigging a game and then you watch it on TV, you see all these people winning and losing money, that's got to be kind of an ego stroke.
Let me ask you guys.
Look how much power I have. I did that. The NBA has been so obvious about it for these past 5 years, especially post-COVID, that I haven't even been able to watch the NBA because it almost looks like WWE.
Yo, what up, bro? So let me ask you guys a question. Do you think this is as bad as a situation like Pete Rose? Because didn't Pete Rose literally just bet on himself to win? Without having any type of influence?
But so if he bet on himself to win and then played well, that's kind of just like a cool story. But these guys purposely missed shots.
For sure.
Games for their team and hurt all of their teammates so they could help these. Whatever was going on, maybe they owed people money, maybe they wanted the money, whatever was going on. These people were like, "Hey, you're rigging," and these are all New York. These are all New York-based families. So,
Nate reminds me of, don't you? Go ahead, go on, Bird. Go on, finish, Bird.
Nate in the chat
talking over each other. We got to stop doing that.
Yeah, Nate,
it's not me.
Nate in the chat says the refs have been crooked for years. Well, let's be fair now. Now we can say that the players and the coaches are fucking crooked too. The whole organization's crooked.
That's what happens. You're sponsored by DraftKings, or FanDuel.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, guys: are you familiar with the name Arnold Rothstein?
No.
Okay, well, let me give you a little quick run on who he is, because this is where this all begins. It began 106 years ago. There was a Jewish mobster from New York who was also tied in with Meyer Lansky and Lucky Luciano. Okay. This is when they were all coming up, and they were nobodies. They were unorganized. They were unorganized nobodies. But Arnold Rothstein was able to pull off the biggest fraud and heist in sports history. The 1919 Black Sox. It was the 1919 White Sox. He basically got them to throw the World Series.
I know who you're talking about now. I know that's keep going. Sorry, that's just
each player got $10,000 at the time that was involved with it. They even made a movie about it called 8 Men Out because 8 of the 9 players participated, and the catcher wanted nothing to do with it. The one catcher,
good for him.
He didn't want to lose the World Series.
Something,
especially at the time, they lost it to the Cincinnati Reds. By the way, that was the team that they lost it to.
Something Nate in the chat just said is something that me and my buddy have been saying for years now. That they're not labeled. That they're labeled as a sports entertainment company, kind of like WWE. So they can't really get in trouble for scripting events when that's what they're allowed to do technically under that guideline.
Well, they're not scripting anything. Hold on, though. They're not scripting things. The players are missing shots and throwing the game.
Yeah, that's scripting
would mean like Adam Silver is writing a storyline in the
No, but you could still.
It's not scripting. No, that's what wrestling. No, so these are guys throwing a game. That's not scripting. That's a guy throwing a game on purpose. With none of his teammates knowing, missing a shot. Terry Rozier's highlights people are uploading now. That Cleveland Guardians pitcher, they're purposely pretending to lose the ball in a turnover. And when someone pretends to lose a ball in a turnover, it looked pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Now that if anyone who's watching after the show, just look up Terry Rozier highlights. If you type that in, it won't show you his career highlights. It'll show you what everyone's talking about.
Yeah, but these guys are throwing game though.
Oh yeah,
but only that one game.
Though, I think the point of what they're saying.
I'm saying people now are showing his offensive highlights where you can see him, and Russell Westbrook too. When he played for the Lakers a year or two ago, he's just airballing it the exact same way where you can tell he knows how to shoot it so it airballs. And now that we have this information and I see it on X, these players were I'm making my friends money. I'm making all these people who are betting on this game millions of dollars.
Yep.
And hundreds of millions of dollars by the time it was all said and done, by the way. We're not talking
for sure.
about thousands. We're talking about...
We got people in the chat right now. All right, so Shoeless Joe Jackson is what Will Star's saying. Nate Smith says, Adam Silver has requested the feds to allow the NBA to oversee all NBA betting so they can control it. That is a form of scripting it by being able to oversee the betting and, they can kind of control the outcome of the narrative. That's somewhat of a scripting mechanism.
I think it's more involved then?
Manipulative, maybe.
Yeah, they're manipulating. Yeah, they're manipulating they're manipulating
the term script. By the way, the term script means to write, right? Like script. So when you're saying script, that means Adam Silver's sitting down Vince McMahon. They're not doing that.
Well, they kind of
so quickly if they did that.
They kind of are though, and not in the sense of writing down and scripting of it, but hey, LeBron can only score 25 tonight. You can't let him score more than 25. That's a form of scripting it and controlling the outcome.
Not what that's not what's going on. It's the players are doing it behind the scenes.
But no, the refs are doing
these mafia guys and their friends. Adam Silver doesn't know about it. Maybe Chauncey the coach might because of Chauncey Billups, which makes this such a big deal.
It's crazy.
But these players are throwing regular season games where it didn't matter.
And then
what really ticked off the FBI was you had a bunch of people betting hundreds of thousands of dollars on some random ass Hornets game with Terry Rozier, and they're not people who are in the NBA. I'm talking about just random people. And DraftKings is hey, we have to pay all these people money. What the hell's going on? So that's how the FBI gets ticked off.
Yeah, the red flag got thrown up because first of all, what's the last time the Hornets have even been a really irrelevant team? So that would throw
all the time, Nate. Joe Jackson was banned in 1919. That's what Will just said for that scandal.
Yeah, Double D just told us that story.
Yeah, that was the Go-Go White Sox. They were calling them the Go-Go White Sox, and then they changed it to the Black Sox after that. Yeah, that was and it's so sports gambling is as old as the sports themselves.
Yeah,
and apparently.
Yep.
Gambling fraud.
Oh, 1,000%, Nate.
Is as old as the sport itself. So, I mean, I got to be honest. I was a little shocked with the NBA thing, but I'm not surprised.
Well, I mean,
I'm only shocked.
It just goes.
I'm not shocked at all. I'm just shocked by the names of some of the people.
Yeah.
I'm only shocked that Michael Jordan's not involved.
That's what I'm talking about. Some of the people involved, you'd be like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah.
You know what I
Michael
mean?
Jordan don't need to get involved in a scandal like this. He knows better. He'll go gamble.
He's the
greatest of all time.
Yeah, but no,
that's
Michael,
the only shock
Michael Jordan.
He's not involved.
Michael Jordan's not this type of gambler. Michael Jordan's a poker gambler. You know what I mean? He likes playing poker.
All right, well,
some people like doing specific things.
They were scamming people on the poker table too, though.
Yeah, Chauncey. Yeah, that's one thing.
So you know what? You make a good point, Bird.
I guess you're right.
Michael Jordan, because I mean they were scamming people on the poker table, and you just said
no. I doubt Michael Jordan's involved in any of this.
I'm not accusing Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan has nothing. He's not even really that affiliated.
What about
I'm just saying that I'm
Dennis Rodman?
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's the most.
Yeah, just a Brick Road guy, Dennis Rodman. We talked about him last week.
Shit, did he had 30 arrests?
He's got to be involved,
I know.
Dude.
There's like 36 arrests, right?
Take the over on the Lakers game.
Yeah, I don't see Jordan as like a scammer type. I see him as just a legit gambler.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm saying. Like he's not like he wants to win honorably. He doesn't want to do something behind the scenes.
Yeah,
I mean, if the dude's a billionaire, why would you want to do it behind the scenes? But if gambling is a sport,
but it's like,
it's just fun.
But if you're trying
to,
you have a gambling addiction too.
Yeah, then it's a sport. Like I like to gamble. I like to gamble a little bit. I like to play numbers and Keno and shit like that. It's fun. It's fun. Yeah, it's fun. But when you're scamming people and you're ripping people off and you're scamming people on card tables, you're throwing games so that some people can win and other people lose millions of dollars overall. Yeah, I mean that's a crime, man. And honestly, that's not a sport. Yeah, that's organized crime. That's organized crime. Exactly. I could never see Michael Jordan being part of something like that.
No.
Now, with that said, he does love the card table.
I will. I'm going to do that.
I love a little Texas Hold'em too. You know what I mean? I love Texas Hold'em.
I don't have the confidence to play cards. It's the one thing in life where if I sit at that table, I feel like I'm not as good as these people. Oh my God! That's the one thing.
And you're probably
right. I'm a real beta guy, but my uncle and I have so many gambling family members that taught me how to play cards. So it's just like with gambling, man, I got to be real sure. It's got to be like a UFC fight. I know. Yeah. I always take Jake Paul the distance because those aren't even. He says he'll sue people. They're totally not rigged. They're definitely real.
Definitely not rigged.
Yeah. So, but Tom, what do you have to say? You look like you're about to say so, or Jonesy, we haven't heard from you about.
I was just reading chat a little bit.
Chat.
So Will says the poker cheating scandal is crazy because they had X-ray tables. That's nuts.
That's what I was talking about earlier. The X-ray tables. That's right. And they had contact lenses that would work with those tables. It wasn't.
Hey, hold on a minute.
So they showed one of the tables on the news this evening. It's pretty freaking elaborate, dude. These dudes were just taking money. They said that the dude the person that owed the most was like $7 million, and his debt was still raising, like as they were investigating. Really? And they said that this dude got like fucked up by the mob like 3 different times because he owes so much money and shit.
All right,
these dudes were going out. They were scamming people out of money and then fucking these people up when they wouldn't be able to pay.
Yeah.
After they scammed them out of their money. How do you fuck someone up after you can't pay on top of it all?
Right. So
why don't you just kick them in the balls?
Nate said people started singing the blues when they got caught and the feds sit on shit for a long time to build cases. Oh yeah. I mean every cop does that.
Great comment.
Every cop does do that though. They sit on shit to keep it up. That is true. Nate says
the feds want to make sure they got a case, dude. They're going in with 95% plus.
Nate says
Rozier's attorney said that he thought that the feds cleared Terry Rozier months ago.
Hold on. Let me get through. Hold on, you guys. Let me get through these comments really quick.
Yeah, sure.
So
Sorry.
the betting shit is real, and refs rigging games is very real. That is very true. Even LeBron and Clutch swing trades and contract signings to build up super teams and keep Clutch players the highest paid. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's got
manipulation.
That is definitely manipulation. Like, I think it's crazy that like LeBron's allowed to be a player and have best friends who own sports agencies. Like, how is that allowed?
Yeah, I don't.
Got to be a conflict of interest.
And not only that, but the temptation for committing fraud is right in front of you.
Yep.
I mean, it's right there. It's right in your hands. It's right in front of you. It's like drugs. It's easy to say no to drugs until they're in your face.
I get it, but
I mean?
we know he's the actual owner of it, Nate. But yeah, I get it. He's just a private investor. That is a good idea. Nate says we should raise hands like on ESPN. We should just get like those little hand thingies and raise the hands up every time we want to talk.
Fair enough.
We'll be right back.
Well, we definitely got to stop talking over each other. That's for sure.
We'll be right back.
But so all right. So let me. All right. So Jones, this is probably going to be one that you answer. I know before we started the show, I asked you guys, what is the possibility that LeBron James is actually? Now you seem to know an awful lot about the whole training coach and the whole bit like that. And I mean, I don't, man, I don't know if I would be shocked.
No, he does, Nate. He does, Nate. Nate says he tells Clutch, go get me so-and-so on my team. For sure. That's got to be some type of manipulation,
that's
bro.
Be part of that.
And there's a kid I went to eds with in grade school who works for Clutch. He went to Ohio State. So I wonder if he's going to get in any trouble.
Ooh, yeah.
Bronny James. Look how rigged getting Bronny James to the NBA was the most nepo thing I've ever seen in my life. Like Ken Griffey Jr. played with his dad, but he was good.
Yeah, Ken Griffey Jr. was freaking awesome.
Bronny James didn't even perform in college. He had a heart attack.
He wasn't even the best player. Hold on, Ronnie James wasn't even the best player on his team.
Not even in college or high school.
That's what I'm saying.
High school.
In college, he wasn't even the best player on his team.
Or in high school either, man. There were two better players that I heard commentators talking about.
Here's another.
I don't know their names though.
Here's another thing that Nate says: LeBron all of a sudden is not playing to start the season, and all that shit comes up. We were just saying that earlier. How weird it is. How weird it is that like this dude's all of a sudden, and they said that that's one of the things that Damon Jones is mostly getting in trouble for, right?
He's not reported. They said that Damon Jones, whether LeBron knows it or not, like say LeBron leaves a game, Damon Jones is sending out text, hey, he's not coming back. Take the under. He's not coming back. You know what I mean? Like, so whether LeBron knows it or not, Damon Jones is at least leaking information without his knowledge. But they said there's 5 more arrests that are going to be made.
Man,
yes, I heard that on the radio. We talked about it this afternoon. I take it you verified that information to make sure it was correct. So I appreciate that, by the way. I appreciate that diligence. This is really this might be worse than the 1919 Go-Go White Sox, to be honest.
This might shut down. And by the way, I texted you guys the Rozier highlights that look obviously rigged, and this might shut down the season when you have a coach that's out, when you have players that are out, when the season just started.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll shut down the season.
This is worse for LeBron. This is worse for the league than the whole Diddy file thing, because that was sort of like, no one really took it seriously. But this is rigging games. They got in trouble for this in the early 2000s with that referee who was doing it on behalf of the mafia because they were threatening him and they were paying him off.
Yep.
There's a Netflix documentary about it. So, no, I'm not shocked it's happening in the NBA. But Chauncey Billups, that's a shocking name. Damon Jones as well. Go ahead, Jones.
3-7 in the finals? Is LeBron 3-7 in the finals?
Well, you guys would know.
Yeah,
he's going. Well, he's 4. No, he's 3. The COVID should be counted as an in-season tournament.
I would think so.
4-7 or something like that.
He has the COVID bubble championship.
How many times did LeBron roll over? How many times has LeBron rolled over in the finals?
Right. How many times?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I see what you're
Hey,
saying.
there we go. How many times did he decide to lose? Hey, how many times
LeBron
did he?
got cramps in the finals one year? Remember?
How many?
Let time go. Let time go.
How many times did he throw games against Detroit when he played here? You know, all them times we played Detroit. Who's to say he didn't throw series just because everybody thought we were going to win it all?
Well, I think we beat them. I think we
beat
them.
We finally beat them. We finally beat them.
That's too far back.
I don't think so.
You're talking 04, 07.
I don't think anything's too far back.
Well, these guys were gambling on the new apps now. That's why that's why it was easier for the FBI. Back then, it was like you had a bookie. My uncle used to do that shit. So
but who's to say LeBron's not tied to it?
Yeah, that's.
Gilbert Arenas talked about how LeBron would walk up to him when he was shooting free throws and say, "If you miss these, you lose the bet." Because they would bet for fun with each other.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That was
this is now
gotten to a point. But was it for fun now? Because now you have to question it.
That's not.
I'm saying it has to be for fun because these guys are all fucking billionaires. And you know why the fuck would you? Not back then, but why would you risk? You're doing it for the adrenaline. You're doing it for the adrenaline rush. You're doing it for the gambling addiction.
LeBron told Arenas that they would lose the series if he missed these free throws. I don't think that had necessarily anything to do with gambling.
No, but he said you're going to lose this series and you're going to lose the bet. Dude. All this stuff is going right now. That's why I said we got to strike this iron hot because there's more stuff over the next 3 days. The NBA is the easiest to rig. It's basketball. A pitcher can throw pitches. A batter can't I'm going to hit a home run. It's you can't just do that.
But you can miss it.
You can hit a three. Yeah. If you're good enough, you can hit a three. You can miss a three.
We'll be right back.
Time after time after time, too.
Yep.
So what's the next question, Bird?
I
know you're reading the chat.
Oh no, nobody. The last thing Nate said was just LeBron's all of a sudden not playing. So
and that is kind of
good point.
LeBron don't want to get arrested in his basketball uniform. He wants to get arrested.
No, he don't.
Yeah.
Do it behind the scenes, off camera.
I mean, it's kind of a good point. I mean,
okay.
At this point, everything is suspect.
So let me ask you guys this. Do you guys think that there's any ties to this and the Emmanuel Clause thing that was going on?
I think it's separate incidents.
You think it could be
I mean,
same situation.
Yeah,
same situation, but different case. These are all different cases.
Yo, everybody, please make sure to hit that like for us, too, if you could. It really helps out a lot. Also, share the stream. Yeah, share the stream, too, also, if you could.
So what happens here though? What's the outcome? Obviously, the players are going to roll over on the mafia guys. They already have because they have all four of them. So somebody got rolled. So and I don't think the mafia exudes the same amount of fear that they did 30 years ago either. I don't think people are that afraid of the consequences, honestly, especially these players because they probably feel untouchable.
Yeah,
and they have the Players Association. They have that union. Do you want to know what that said? They said, this is we stand by our players and our coaches, and we will allow the FBI to do what they do, but we stand by our players, and they're acting like this is a shock headline. And they're innocent. So that's why they've been so cocky the last 10 years. That's why the NBA has sucked, because the players have more power than the coaches, and almost the owners. Like LeBron,
they might have more power than the owners, honestly. And LeBron, you are absolutely, because otherwise Bronny wouldn't be on that frickin' team in the first place.
Yeah. That's very true.
Wouldn't even be in the NBA because he's not good enough for the NBA. Sorry. But it's the truth.
Yeah. No, he's not that good. He's really not. He's definitely a nepo baby. But hey, I mean, here's my thing though.
Player at best.
But here's my thing though. I don't really care because I don't watch the NBA anymore anyway. And if these owners want to,
never watch it anymore.
If the owners want to waste a draft pick on these kids that are going to do nothing for them just for the simple fact of making his daddy happy, hey, I don't care. Go ahead and ruin your franchise.
Yeah, do that on the Lakers. Don't do that in Cleveland. That's all I have to say. If it's happening in LA, I don't give a shit.
Jonesy,
you guys are harsh on Bronny James, bro.
Well, that's why I'm getting ready because you're shaking your head over there. No, You think you think he belongs in the NBA?
He belongs in basketball somewhere.
You ain't saying the
Michael
NBA.
Jordan's kids don't. Michael Jordan's kid just got popped with the DUI. He got popped with cocaine.
Yeah.
They're not in the NBA. They're not just getting free rides because Michael Jordan's not going to spoil his kids like that.
No.
But Michael Jordan also hasn't had anything to do with the NBA in 20 years.
Yeah, but what are you talking about?
He
is the NBA.
He is the NBA. He is the NBA.
Well, no, I mean, technically, I would say that's probably more LeBron, more the kid from Washington. What's his name again? He's my favorite, actually. I can't believe I can't think of his name right now. From Golden State, Steph Curry. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot it. Now we know Steph Curry's a stand-up guy. His name is never coming up in any of this.
No, he's a in that aspect, he's a libtard, but in that aspect for sure.
But he's a stand-up guy, though, dude. He's not gonna. No, he's got it.
Well, maybe when it comes to betting, but he's not really a stand-up guy. He's actually a douchebag. He votes for all the shit and didn't want people to come to his gated community and shit. So he's a douche. Well, but when it comes to gambling, I'd imagine, he's pretty good when it comes to it.
Yeah, I've never heard of him being much of a gambler, that's for sure. And honestly, personality-wise, people that have met him or have talked to him have usually spoke of him pretty highly. So I just don't see Steph Curry's name coming up in this, even if they get the 50.
No,
it ain't happening. It's not happening. That's
Curry, Durant. Those guys are.
I should have even said his name. I think the only reason I pointed him out was because he is a stand-up guy. That's as far as the NBA goes.
I mean, he's been on one team and he's won 4 titles for him, and none of them are the COVID. Yeah, I love Steph Curry as a player. Absolutely.
Yes,
I don't care how a fucking athlete votes. They're athletes. They didn't do good in school. They just focused on their sports. The kids who are great at sports that I went to eds with, only 1 or 2 of them were smart. The rest of them probably could have been smart if they weren't getting free rides to college. So
hungry. We'll be right back.
Exactly. Athletes are athletes. I respect them for their like the old Laura Ingraham adage from 2016. Shut up and dribble.
Yeah,
exactly. Shut up and dribble.
Bird,
is there anything that they have released in the last 15 minutes?
Not that I know of. I just know it just says basically what we know. Federal prosecutors said today that more than 30 people have been indicted in two separate illegal gambling-related cases. Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier, Portland Trailblazers coach Chauncey Billups, and former NBA player Damon Jones were among those arrested, accused of being involved in one of the schemes.
So they're not giving up any more names right now, basically.
No, just the Luchese, Bonanno, Gambino, and Genovese mafia families.
Yeah, they're giving them up. There's no question. Those guys
pictures are already on the.
The
New York Post already posted the pictures.
Yes,
they have the Yankees hats on.
So three of the more than 30 defendants are accused of being involved in both the sports betting scheme and the fraudulent gambling scheme. Okay, so it was like the same thing, but just 2 different schemes they were doing. Is basically what they're saying.
Yeah, but they were using in the gambling, the betting, not the sports. I'm sorry, I had a brain fart.
Right.
In the poker tournaments that they were rigging, though, these guys were absolutely like crazy. They were using like the NBA guys and putting them in the tournaments, the poker tournaments, so that people would feel comfortable, like, oh, he's playing in the tournament. Like, this is a legit thing, you know?
And to make them want to be in it, too. Be like, I mean, how cool would that be to sit down? How cool would that be to sit down on the table with, like, let's just say LeBron James.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even though we're all from Cleveland and we don't really like him anymore. But at one time, we loved him. How cool would that been to be at the casino, sit down at the freaking, roulette table or the blackjack table or the Texas Hold'em table, and there's LeBron James, and that's the coolest shit
I remember,
ever, man.
I remember I walked into the casino the one time, and I walking in, and what's his name was sitting there. He played for us for a little bit, George Hill.
Yeah,
George Hill was just sitting at the table. Yeah, George Hill was just sitting at the table gambling.
I did play in a tournament once with one of the $750 buy-ins they used to do on the Sunday afternoons at the old Horseshoe, and Mike Trevisano was at my table. That was pretty cool.
Mike Trevisani.
I got taken out. I was the second one off the table. At least I wasn't the first one.
Right.
Yeah, I went one time when LeBron came back. I went one time, and Birdman was down there with like 3 fat chicks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably true.
But yeah, I mean, dude, I can see that. I mean, I can see that as being. I mean, like, could you imagine just being an ordinary Joe Schmo, and it's like, man, I'm going to be playing with Tony Rozier, right? Let's just say it's him. You know, I'm going to be sitting at the table with this guy.
Tony Rozier. Yeah, Terry Rozier.
Terry Rozier.
Tony Rozier.
Football and baseball, guys. Football, baseball, MMA, and boxing. I'm not really that good when it comes.
That's where I'm at now. But I used to love the NBA. Like, I still love college basketball is fun to watch because it's just none of the bullshit. It's like a regular basketball game. That's kind of how the NFL is getting with college. It's not as bad, nowhere near as bad. But the NBA regular season is unwatchable. The NBA Finals this year, I turned on Game 7. Yeah. They're finally bringing back, like, putting the Larry O'Brien trophy on the court, which I've been begging for. But it didn't even look like a finals game. You didn't see it other than on the TV scoreboard. It was like it just looked like a first-round playoff game. Like, this is Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
So, I mean, I still wonder who's going to prison and who's not. Or is anybody going?
Shohei Ohtani got his assistant got caught, and they took his assistant and let him play.
Yeah.
The MLB's like, no, we're not letting him get in trouble.
We're not getting rid of Asian Babe Ruth. Not happening.
Yeah. No, definitely not. I was about to say because he was just playing over the summer. So
they fucked around. They turned.
He pitched and hit in the playoffs. Got like 10 strikeouts and 3 home runs. It was the craziest shit in the world. Yeah. Even though I hate the Dodgers, I respect that's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's a goat.
And that's why he's not sitting behind.
They're just the goat, but that's the greatest thing I've ever seen. No, I'm just kidding.
But I just don't see. I just don't think any of the. I don't think any of the players are going to be held to that accountability. They're
not. I think though, someone like Terry Rozier will.
I don't know, man.
Player who got banned this season because he got caught.
You can't say that, Double D, because think about what happened to Pete Rose. Look what happened to Emmanuel Clause.
Pete Rose never went to prison.
He didn't go to prison, but he got kicked out of the MLB.
Yeah, he did, and
they're all getting lifetime bans.
Yeah, they're all getting lifetime bans.
Wait a minute. What was that, Jones? What did you say?
They're all getting lifetime bans.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
All the NBA players, they're not going to prison. They're not going to go to prison. The NBA guys will not, because they're going to roll over on the mobsters and rat.
They already did.
You know, all these guys.
They already did. They already did.
They're going to play victim.
I sent you guys the New York Post. Did you get that, Double D? Did you see?
Yeah, I got it. I haven't. But they definitely already rolled. That's
why it's public knowledge now. That's why us peasants are now getting the news.
Yeah.
Cash Patel's like, let it loose.
So who goes to prison? Just the mafia guys, or what about the second place guys, the guys who are in the chain of that command?
The mafia guys. The NBA guys don't go to jail.
Well, they're not going to jail, but I'm talking about the middle guys who are just employees that were all caught up in it. I mean, there's 31 people right now going on 36 when they get the other 5. So not all those people are going to be NBA players or mobsters. I mean, maybe they might be.
Right.
I mean, they could be. They could be. You know.
I mean, they say they have capos, bosses, and mafia soldiers all wrapped up into this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it seems like
this is going to make a great movie one day.
Yeah, great movie. Beautiful movie.
It's going to be a Netflix series by
I'm watching Uncut Gems tonight. I watched Scarface last night. I'm watching Uncut Gems tonight. I've been doing a movie a night because I need to do more than my job. And
Is Uncut Gems the one with Adam Sandler, right? And Kevin Garnett's in it?
Yeah. It came out like 2019.
I love that movie.
It gives me a panic attack.
Blue Chips.
So what's the next question that they got? Is there any statements that you got on the chat?
Nope, nobody's really talking much. Everyone's just kind of listening to us.
Released a statement in the chat.
Yeah.
What was that?
Are there any statements in the chat? And I was like, yes, we got a written statement from Cash Patel.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Terry Rozier is gay.
They'll all be playing in China.
We did that to Aaron Hernandez, dude. They're like, oh yeah, he was crazy, but he was gay. Literally. My Uber driver takes me to the Gainesville airport.
We'll be right back.
Talking about the Browns, how dysfunctional it was, and she's like, it seems like the Cleveland leaks.
We'll be right back.
So we're like, Florida, we protected people like Aaron Hernandez and all these people, and I'm like, yeah, Cleveland needs to learn how to protect their Johnny Manziel should have been protected. They should have just like.
What were they going to protect him from? A cocaine dealer?
No, from fucking our quarterback, Brian Hoyer, who wanted to be the starter, releasing shit to the media.
I thought I knew. Well,
just as an organization,
Johnny Manziel was an asshole, though. He was an asshole.
Dude, that was all Cleveland, dude. That was all Cleveland. If he went anywhere else,
it was the cocaine.
I'll have to say, yeah, of course. Anyway, like Josh Gordon. That was just, he couldn't fucking stay sober. Yeah. Johnny Manziel was a child who needed people to he didn't get any. I'm not saying it's been great, but it's like the same thing with Baker. Like Baker, he probably would have developed, but I don't know. Yeah, Johnny Manziel, a little bit of immaturity, but I also have to blame the Browns. It's like a 50-50 thing. It's both of their faults.
Now,
Baker was more serious.
We were talking about we mentioned Josh Gordon. That was all Josh Gordon's fault. That was 1,000%
so many chances, yeah.
Dude, we took him in the supplemental draft with a second pick.
That would have been appropriate.
Yeah.
That's the one time that was appropriate on this show.
Or you could do like a Paul Wall drink in my cup. This little thing right there. Because wasn't he sipping lean and shit?
What was that?
Wasn't he sipping lean and shit too?
Probably.
Josh Gordon, yeah, he was drinking syrup and shit.
Yeah. He was doing the opiate.
I got codeine in my cup.
You need a sipper or some scissor.
That was what 2013 was with Juicy J and Future and and they're all talking about that. That's the rap music.
You're talking about the Vicodin and Robitussin mix that they used to do in Dime Tap.
No.
Mix it up with Vicodin.
Jesus, I know.
Double D.
That's
not. Hold on.
I'm not talking about any of that.
That's not what they were doing. That's not what it is. It's liquid Vicodin and liquid Percocet.
Yeah, it's just.
Well, I knew it was something to do with Vicodin.
Yeah.
I knew it had something to do with Vicodin.
But it's just like the liquid version.
Back in the 80s, we'd put Vicodin and maple syrup and sugar.
Go on, Bird. Go on.
Oh no, I was just saying it's just a liquid version of a Vicodin. It's a liquid.
What was that?
It's just a liquid version of Vicodin. That's all.
I mean, Josh, you're a football player. I can see how that's appealing.
Yeah. And you're making that money, and you just want to get fucked
They like
up.
They like to Netflix and Robotuss.
Netflix and chill. Netflix and Robotuss. I like
Netflix and Robotuss.
They watch
Plus and Tuss.
They watch RoboCop while taking Robotussin.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. It's insane.
You want Paramount Plus and Tuss tonight?
Oh,
what
shit.
was that?
Paramount Plus and
Tuss. Yeah.
Yeah, Paramount Plus and Tuss.
I was trying to find a streaming service that rhymed.
Hey, speaking of
ESPN Plus,
Tuss and the Plus.
Hey, speaking of Tussin, me and Mike, what's up with Casey Rocket? I haven't seen him on there in a while. Until Tony.
Dude, yeah. So just don't have him on a lot.
No, I heard that he was canceling shows.
What's happening to him?
What happened to him?
I think that he fell back on the Tuss.
So he's back on the
No bullshit. I think he fell back on the Tuss.
He relapsed, you mean? Yeah.
So wait a minute, who is this guy that we're talking about now? Is this another basketball player?
He's a comedian. No.
He's a comedian.
Oh, okay. I was about to. All right, okay. All right. I was like, wait a minute. I don't like
nothing to do with.
Yeah, nothing to do with
Casey Rocket. Yeah, he plays for the Golden State Warriors.
He plays for the Houston Rockets.
Titty Boy Pro.
He played for the Warriors. I would know because I love that team. So
he played
Titty Boy Pro.
I'm a Steph Curry fan. I'm sorry, guys. I know.
No, that's not good. You're our second friend named Ed who likes Steph Curry.
Yeah. I mean, I do. I love the fact that he's from Ohio too.
Well, he's a great player. Yes. I mean, it sucked that he was the guy that beat Cleveland 3 times because I would totally be a fan of his if he wasn't facing Cleveland.
Right. But I also love him for more than just basketball too. And
arguably,
you know this. Him and his wife have that cooking show, and I love it. Cooking with the Currys. It's awesome. That's all I can say.
I just see Jimmy. I just laughed.
Fucking double D.
I laughed because I see Jimmy start laughing as he was drinking.
Well, we love to watch cooking show because we love to
watch Guy Ferrari. Yeah. I like Guy Ferrari.
Get some like hot chocolate. Watch the cooking with the Currys.
Cooking with the Currys, bro. Martha Stewart. Man, I watch Martha 5-6 times a week, bro. We don't miss Martha. We don't miss Martha. We've seen every episode back to 1986.
Holy
every episode.
Crap.
We've seen almost all of them. Dude, she's brilliant.
Stewart.
Dude, they fucked Martha Stewart.
Double prison.
Yeah.
She got up.
Thanks to that piece of shit.
Double D's an honorary member of the Marthaverse.
Well, dude, she's like a diehard Democrat too, and they still stuck it to her.
That don't matter. That doesn't matter. What she was doing, it was political.
Putting people away for political things.
Yeah.
No. But she didn't really do anything wrong.
She committed fraud or something.
Yeah, she committed tax evasion. I think
they're trying to say it wasn't tax evasion. They were trying to say that she that she was involved in insider trading. And the truth, because her husband or whatever.
Nancy.
Huh? Yeah, but Nancy didn't go to prison.
Yeah, she didn't.
Nancy really was doing it. And
Nancy's like Nancy's the LeBron of insider trading.
Yeah,
she set up the red flag on her. What was that? What was that prosecutor's name? Or what was his name again? The one that they just indicted. What's his name again? Oh my God, they just indicted. We just did a show.
Bolton?
Not Bolton, the other
John
one.
Bolton? No, not Pepe. Comey.
Comey, yes, or Jim Comey.
Yeah,
Comey, that's what I said.
Yeah,
I know. I said Comey.
Jim Comey, the home runner.
Home runs.
No, Jim Comey his dad's hilarious. By the way, I drove them once from one of the when Jim Comey got inducted in the Cleveland Indians Hall of Fame.
I was at that game.
I had to drive his family after the game from the stadium. We sat there. We got to go to the game for free, by the way. But there was like 6 of us that were parked there waiting. But I got Jim Comey's dad. He is the funniest guy ever, bro. He's hilarious. I'll tell you what. If his son wasn't a world famous baseball player, the old man could have been a comedian easy. He could have been on Kill Tony and killed it. Honestly, he was that funny, and that sarcastic too. So, it's just a fond memory of the Tomey family.
So back to corrupt sports athletes who gamble.
All right, let's get back to the
man. He didn't even take steroids when he could have.
Yep. So what do we got? What's up? Do we have anything else coming up on it, or is this it? Is this all we got until tomorrow?
I mean,
tomorrow morning.
We might not even know more tomorrow. I feel like this is going to be something that's going to drag out for a little bit.
Stretch out for a little bit, or just at the shock and awe beginning of it. The case being
They got 5 more. They got 5 more arrests to make. They'll be at somebody's team hotel tomorrow morning for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. So look at this. So listen to this. I'm reading something right here. And mind you, this is on CBS, so let's take it with a grain of salt. But there is a player 4 as an individual whose identity is unknown, or the grand jury was one of the Lakers' best players during the 2023-24 NBA season.
Well, who would have
Anthony Davis? I think that's Anthony Davis.
No, Anthony Davis wasn't there in 23-24.
Yes, he was.
Wasn't that last year?
In the beginning. No, he was there in the beginning, and last year they traded for Luka or whatever.
Well, okay, so Bird,
the Lakers did that crazy trade because why would the Mavs get rid of Luka? That was a crazy trade. Everyone thought something was behind that. Here we are, Mark Cuban. Here we are.
So, I mean, We keep getting closer and closer to LeBron being in this mix.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
Every time Bird says something, too many horns. Every time Bird,
I saw your facial reaction. I couldn't stop laughing.
every time. Well, every time Bird reads something off that's going on, it really kind of brings us one step closer.
Yeah,
and I mean, honestly, I mean, I wouldn't be. I would be shocked, but not surprised.
So listen to this. Listen to this.
That'd be a tough go.
Listen to this. Jones allegedly used his connection to James to sell non-public information for profit ahead of the Lakers game against the Milwaukee Bucks on February 9th, 2023. So we have an actual date right now of something of what he did. Jones texted his conspirators, get a big bet on Milwaukee tonight before the information is out. LeBron is out tonight, but bet enough so D. Jones can eat too. Now.
So LeBron's part of this, dude. I'm sorry. It's starting to sound more. I mean, honestly,
well,
it's
no, I still don't think so. Hold on, let me finish it. Let me finish this.
No, nothing's happening.
Let Bird talk.
Let me finish this. At the time of Jones' text, James was not listed on the injury report. James ended up sitting out that game, which came 2 days after he broke the NBA's all-time scoring record due to ankle soreness. No, ankle. So a little under a year later, ahead of the Lakers' January 15th, 2024 game against the Oklahoma City Thunder, Jones is said to have told his co-defendant that a trainer for James and Davis informed him that Davis was injured and was going to play limited minutes and/or his performance would be affected because of the injury. Jones's co-defendant allegedly paid him $2,500 for the information to an intermediary and then placed bets on the Lakers, including one for $100,000.
Sounds like Damon Jones is a piece of shit.
He nailed it.
It's crazy because it sounds
like LeBron's the victim here. Honestly, if I'm being honest, like
let's not say victim.
Homer from Cleveland.
Yeah, let's not say victim, but let's not say victim because LeBron's not getting in trouble for anything. He just used his information.
He's not
a victim.
So
I think children making his shoes. He doesn't care about gambling a little.
Fine, LeBron's not the victim. Then Damon Jones is definitely taking advantage of it.
Oh, you're giving the same narrative, though, that the Shohei Ohtani people give, where they say Shohei Ohtani didn't know what he was doing. So that could be true. Like, Damon Jones could have just been going behind LeBron's back and being like, yo, I trained him today. He's probably not going to be playing today. Take $100,000. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. Or like they said before injury.
Tom's house, and I was like, dude, I don't know if Tom's playing Fortnite tonight. Looks like he's playing Call of Duty. He put $100,000 on. That's what that would be like.
So let me ask you this.
Let me know. I'll play the other.
This whole debacle then with this whole obviously there's going to be more names coming, and like you said, there probably won't be any real NBA players doing any time, but there's going to be some careers jaded and destroyed.
Oh, for sure.
Players are going to be banned from the NBA. I don't know. I kind of agree with what Jones is saying that, LeBron maybe didn't know.
Oh, I don't think he knew.
But here's the thing about LeBron, though, dude. He's a very smart businessman and overseer, supervisor. I mean, the man has a management skill. I mean, I'm not even talking about basketball.
He's too bad. And his agent, too. He's almost like he's too good of a businessman where it ruined his career and he started all these damn super teams.
Yeah,
but he definitely he seems like the type of person that would spot that.
Yeah,
but then again, I mean, I don't know.
I just think it's funny how Damon Jones from the 2000s Cavs team is the one teaching or being LeBron's shooting coach.
Right, dude,
it's not crazy. Like Ray Allen or something.
Right, or fucking Steph Curry's dad.
Remember when he was? Remember when David Jones was in Miami and LeBron dunked all over him? Ever since that, David
remember
Jones,
he was on the Heat originally with Dwayne Wade and
David
Shaq.
Jones hasn't stopped following LeBron around since LeBron put his nuts on his chin in Miami 20 years ago.
Maybe this was to get back at him.
You know what?
Revenge
is always best served up cold.
This makes me kind of want to watch the NBA, though. I'll say this: what the whole thing's just to like, our viewership's down, like have a big scandal.
Here's why I'm saying LeBron could just simply be a victim or be negligent, because it could be just as easy as a text message. You think LeBron James goes through Damon Jones' cell phone?
No.
Oh no, probably not.
I mean,
probably
not. He's like, you're not leaving here until I see your text.
Yeah,
right. It could be just as easy as Damon Jones sending that text message. That's it. That could be that quick.
That's what was going on. That's all it was. That's why LeBron won't get hurt. I'll be right back.
He wouldn't even need the other person wouldn't even need to respond to the text message if it's such an elaborate operation. It could be a quick 30-second text. How's LeBron ever going to know?
Yeah.
Or they could have been using code words too. Simple code words.
Popcorn chicken.
Yeah. Hey, just remember,
right.
You guys just remember.
Popcorn chicken.
Just remember, ain't no party like a Diddy party.
He's proven that.
Don DeMarco.
I don't think anybody could top those parties at this point. I mean, the only thing that I can't think of one. I mean, that shit's crazy, man. They took crazy to a whole different level.
Who do you guys think player 4 is going to be?
Who?
They just said player number 4, which isn't named yet. Who do you think that's going to be?
Jonesy, that's you.
Dude, I mean,
said he was one of the best players on the floor.
It's got to be a semi-big name, right? I mean, if
it's Anthony Davis
from the Lakers, right?
Well, it's Anthony Davis, I'm pretty sure, because LeBron's player 3 in that little implication chart.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure it's Anthony Davis. If not, who was their second? Who was their next best player?
Who would it be next?
Caruso? I have to be really honest, guys. I pray that LeBron has nothing to do with this.
I mean, I could care less. It don't matter to me either way.
I mean, I would prefer that he has nothing to do with it. I would prefer just because it'll leave a stain on us too.
Not really. We ain't got shit to do with him. He came and left us 3 different times. Fuck him.
That's true. It might even be poetic when you put it that way.
He can't put a stain on me. I don't even know the guy. He puts a stain on himself.
No, I meant on Cleveland. And
he's not from Cleveland. He's not. He's
from Akron.
He's from Akron.
No, I'm talking about the NBA and his association with the Cavaliers.
Fuck the NBA.
The marketing, the promotion. I mean, keep in mind, basketball. Again, there's 2 other entities that are in that same promotional company and that same advertising company. And
I'm just gonna play in China.
How great would it be if this made the NBA now only as popular as the WNBA, where like people just stop going as much, stop watching it? Because it's
that ain't gonna happen.
That's gonna happen.
How great would that be, though?
It's gonna make them have more viewership because there's drama and people.
Yeah.
It's like the Taylor Swift bullshit in the NFL. People are gonna watch the game, like the women are gonna watch.
Yeah.
Especially to the Portland Trailblazers, people are gonna be like, "How are they gonna recover from this? Let's go on the Trailblazers game. They're on prime time tonight.
But
Let's see, you know."
Well, there is no recovery from that because they just lost their head coach. They didn't lose.
Well, they could have an assistant coach. The Portland Trailblazers.
They only lost their head coach. That's right.
But dude, the NBA's got caught for this. Dude, the NBA got caught in the early 2000s. So it was like the height of its popularity with Kobe and Shaq and all that shit. So it'll just be the NBA's always had an asterisk with it when it comes to gambling. The NFL, you can't prove it. The MLB, I guess you can prove it with that 1919 story and pitchers throwing games. Like literally throwing a game comes from baseball because they're throwing the baseball. That's where the term
That's where
throwing the game comes from.
Yeah.
So like I guess in the NBA you would be bricking a shot, bricking the game. I don't know, but yeah.
So where do we go from here with that?
Well, it's 8:59. We just landed perfectly at 9 o'clock here.
I mean, there's nothing really we can do about it. We could just wait and see what happens.
Well, no, that's what I mean. I'm curious. I want to see whose other names are coming out. I want
it'll be the NBA files.
How long do you think that this is going to take before everyone starts going to trial and everything starts like all the people implicated?
A good 6 months.
Yeah.
6 months a year.
6 months to a year, maybe 2 years.
I would say 2 years. 2 years because
all have money and they're going to slow the system down.
So it's high profile.
It's true.
My lawsuit that I have is still going on. It's not even that big of a lawsuit, and I won it, but they're just dragging their feet.
Yeah, they're going to do
shit
it.
Works.
Right.
Well, you have a right,
especially when the NBA is involved because their reputation's on the line. Adam Silver's reputation's on the line. Adam Silver is getting hurt by this the most, other than the guys going to prison, because he's the owner of the league, and everyone gave David Stern shit because this shit happened with him. And Adam Silver's supposed to be the ethical guy, and he banned testosterone boosters, and the players were skinnier, and everyone started shooting threes. Well, now you have a gambling thing going on. You're sponsored by DraftKings. I don't know if you guys have been to a Cavs game recently. I went a couple of years ago. It was DraftKings every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And I was like.
It's like that at the Monsters games. It's like that at the MLB games.
Yep.
All the
Guardians are sponsored by DraftKings.
No, you know what? It might be the other one. It's 360.
I think it's just 360. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My bad.
Well, I was like, that's a big deal for them because they don't ever know. No. It's progressive.
It's bet 360. My bad on that one.
Yeah.
The point being is they're pushing the gambling though.
Yeah, they definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, they've been pushing
Everyone's making jokes like, I can't believe there's gambling in the NBA. I guess I'll have to watch NBA Countdown presented by FanDuel at the DraftKings Arena tonight.
Well,
the fucking Cavs channel is called the FanDuel Network, is it not? Or the DraftKings Network? Exactly, Jonesy. That's what I'm saying.
So it's safe to say that the whole fucking NBA is just probably corrupt to the core.
Yes. It is.
I mean,
That's
obviously,
none of us have been able to watch it.
You're going to have some players that aren't involved in the bullshit. Obviously,
most of the
majority of the players. But then you're going to have these scumbags like Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier, and possibly LeBron James. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, why? And mind you, I don't think LeBron James has anything to do with it on a personal level. Obviously, he's implicated in it just because Damon Jones was using his information as a tool to gain profit through this. So I don't think LeBron personally has anything to do with it, but he's still a scumbag.
Yeah, well, because we're gonna always be biased in that. But I'm kind of with Jones though. I still don't want to see it if he. I'm hoping he wasn't involved with it.
Why would you want to see 20-something years of greatness? Just
exactly. I don't.
Because I don't care.
Even though I.
I would like it because I'm tired of him. I'm tired of people acting like he's the greatest thing ever. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not. I don't think
he's not. He's just not. And that's fine. You can admit that. I hate this Cleveland tribalism. He's not the greatest of all time because he didn't win 6 freaking titles. He didn't play in Major League Baseball one year. He didn't. He switched teams. He ring chased. He's like Shaq.
Yeah. He tarnished.
I don't think Shaq's the greatest.
And most
Shaq's
importantly.
funny.
Yeah. And most importantly, his name is not Kobe Bryant.
No, it's definitely not.
That's true.
Or Tim Duncan.
Right, or Magic Johnson, or fucking Jerry West, or
exactly.
Larry Bird.
I said Mary Johnson because you said Jerry. Magic Johnson.
I thought you said Mary Jane.
He's not Larry Bird.
He's not. Bryce and Larry Bird are the best Caucasians of all time.
I would agree.
Hey, don't fucking forget John Stockton, motherfucker.
Yeah, John
Stockton.
Get the fuck out of here.
What about Mike Bibby?
What about White Chocolate? Jason Williams.
Jason Williams.
Oh my God! Now we're busting out some old names.
What about Ira Newble? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Ira Newble. He looked like the Predator. He used to look like the Predator.
Yeah.
The way he braided his hair.
What about Joe Biden?
Yeah. I'm gonna sniff you. I'm gonna sniff you.
This is Joe Biden.
No, sniff you. I fell asleep by the ocean.
All men and women created by you know the thing.
I love that. Dude, I couldn't believe that. The way he was the president of the United States, man.
that thing.
But you know what? I'm glad you.
All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
Because we got the Let's Go Brandon thing going today, and the reason why, in case our audience is wondering, why is Ed wearing Let's Go Brandon? Joe Biden's been irrelevant for a year. He'll never be irrelevant because the jokes are never going to end. But with that said, I just wanted people to realize that, like the bullet that missed our president's head last year in July, America missed the bullet of Brandon, and that's a bigger bullet to miss.
Shit, we missed the bullet of fucking.
I just wanted to remind America what we don't have right now. Thank God for what we do have.
We missed the bullet of Kawalalala.
That's my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness.
I miss him a little bit. Not surprised.
I do too.
Did you guys see he finished his? By the way, guys, Joe Biden finished his radiation, and we're not the left. Congratulations, Joe Biden. Getting better.
Good for Joe Biden.
We don't want you to die. You don't want anyone to shoot you. You know left. So, but he had his suit on, and he looked exactly like he did. He like walked up to the bell, didn't know what he was doing, rang the bell, and like looked at everyone and gave him the blink. Like,
yeah.
Did they give him any? Did they give him an ice cream cone or no?
Oh, they had to.
Yeah, that's right. They gave him ice chips.
We think he's funny and entertaining, and we are extremely grateful because we disagree with his policies that he is not in the White House anymore.
That's right.
He thinks he's getting ice cream, but they give him a couple ice chips, and he throws a temper tantrum.
All I know is Joe Biden is the one place where you can have ice cream, dirty Depends diapers, and incomprehensible English all at the same time. I mean, that guy is just. Let's go, Brandon. This is for you, ex-President Joe Biden. See that?
All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
When I was president, there were NBA players rigging games. It's like, Joe, you're the one that started the investigation.
They're rigging it. I'm telling you, they're rigging it.
And don't forget, he is the only president in American history that had an uncle who was eaten by Aborigines off the coast of an island.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you didn't know his uncle was eaten by Aborigines. Don't you remember? That was one of his moments of clarity.
I thought that was a legitimate story.
What was his name? Uncle Bob?
No, I wasn't kidding about that. No, he really did say that.
Very stupid people.
Exactly.
That's true.
It is very true. So, did anything break it yet?
Let's find out.
This just in, China signs 4 former NBA players to play in China.
That's definitely not going to
China.
This just in, LeBron James has meeting with Xi Jinping.
There you go.
China.
I'm gonna
China.
I'm gonna sniff you.
China. And,
I tried to go. Sorry.
And let's not forget about his other little buddy over there in North Korea, Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
That little fat fuck from North Korea. No offense to fat fucks.
Hey!
I throw all fat fucks in the same category. But,
We'll be right back.
I'm muting Double D. I'm gonna mute Double D. I'm gonna mute you.
Anyway, so hopefully, honestly, I don't care if LeBron's part of it. If it ruins his career, fuck him. Like you said, he's never going to be Michael. He ain't going to be.
Kyrie won us the championship because when he was hurt, we didn't win, and then when he left us, we didn't win. It was all Kyrie Irving. He hit the shot.
Yep.
That's right. That's right. Kyrie.
Take or promote. And he didn't take or promote the COVID vaccine, and Kyrie was right about it.
Yep.
Before Kyrie hit that shot, LeBron blocked that shot.
Yeah.
Yep. And Kevin Love played the lockdown defense.
Got a rebound.
He played the lockdown defense.
And the year before they were both hurt, LeBron didn't win, so there you go.
Yeah, Kevin Love.
LeBron can't win on his own. He's the most overrated player in the history of the game. I'm not saying he's bad, but he's the most overrated ever.
Kevin Love.
Take it easy with
Kevin Love played lockdown defense on Steph Curry in that last possession too.
You guys need to get your mental fitness checked.
So, I think we're good for tonight. If you ask me, the NBA's might be cooked from this. I don't know. I can't see into the future
for a little bit. Yeah,
the NBA might end up getting cooked from this.
And they're already cooked. They're already like lowest viewership. Even UFC was doing better. And I shouldn't say even UFC. It's really big, but
yeah.
UFC
has been doing better.
So where does the NBA go from here, Bird?
I honestly I don't know. I think we need to wait and see who's involved in these implications, what their level of involvement is, and then go from there, because all we really know is what we're told today, that Terry Rozier, Chauncey Billups, and then a couple unnamed people, which Damon Jones, and then a couple unnamed that we don't even know who they are yet. So I think it depends on who it is, and I think it depends on their level of involvement.
Jonesy, what's your take on this before we call it a night?
Well, I mean, I just, I hope that LeBron's not involved, but...
go suck LeBron's cock, dude.
He's such a simp, dude. That's how people from Cleveland are. I just can't stand it. Like, I'm from Cleveland, but I understand the guy won us a title, but for the love of Christ.
All right, go on.
Don't you like the Yankees?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're so not from Cleveland. You're not from Cleveland.
The Yankees.
Because if I had to be from Cleveland, I'd have to be worshiping LeBron and wearing a goddamn Guardian shirt.
Hey, I love my Guardian shirts. All right, go ahead, Scully.
You're the only one I know who says that. But I think this is going to take the NBA a little bit to recover. A while for them to recover from. And I also think we're going to have our professional sports leagues going to be allowed to be sponsored by gambling companies. That's going to be the biggest thing to come from this.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what was that again?
Our professional sports leagues going to be legally allowed to be sponsored by these gambling companies.
No, I don't.
DraftKings and FanDuel.
That's going to be the only way to stop the corruption. You're going to you got to be able to oversee it to stop it. You know what I mean?
Which very true.
Yeah.
My take on it all is I'm kind of with Jones. I really don't want LeBron to be part of it, but I won't be surprised if it turns out that he is. I personally think that his management skills put him in a situation where, he's a businessman, and I don't see anything to gain by the fraud and by the unethical behavior of it. So I would be with Jones in saying that he's probably not involved. But where we're going to have to disagree is I won't be shocked or surprised if he is.
Yeah.
And that's just because of the person that he has shown himself to be. He's still all about LeBron James.
Yeah.
And we all know that, self-absorption can lead to a lot of bad things. So
very true.
But I'm just hypothesizing. So
yeah, let's have just wait and see about it. We'll see what happens. Take it day by day.
Yep. And on that, I guess should we say goodnight?
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Yep.
Well, anyway, Bird, you go on ahead, man.
All right, I just want to thank you guys for doing this with me. I want to thank the audience, thank my friends and family. Most importantly, thank God for giving me this opportunity to do this, most of all.
And as always, oh, no, don't do it to us. He's wearing a Yankee shirt under the brown sweater.
I can't give up.
That should be blasphemy, brother.
Yes.
But anyway, with that said,
I think that's incest, not blasphemy.
Yeah, it is.
Scully, and Jonesy, I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to talk about our video from the other day. We will definitely get that on our next one. Hey, by the way, I think we're going to be putting together a best of the Brick Road. So stay tuned. That will be coming up to you. Obviously, we're coming in on the close on 2025. This was our first year out doing this, so we want to make sure you guys can have something to remember this year by, and so I can remember it, because I'm getting older, so my memory's slipping quicker. So I need to be able to go back and watch it too. But with all that, thanks for sticking around today. Bird, thanks for making the show happen. Scully, Jonesy, love you, brothers. And most importantly, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And with all that, you know what I say? Good night, yo.
Hey,
Ryan, you're up.
We're the gift that keeps on giving.
Right back.
We're the gift that keeps on giving. We're going to sniff you. We're going to sniff you. We're going to sniff you.
We are led by very, very stupid people.
You guys got anything to say before we end it?
Created by
The thing.
you know the thing.
Judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness.
All right. Jones has said what he had to say.
You can never get enough of those, man. You can
Skull,
never
you got
get
it?
enough of Joe Biden's.
Skull, you got anything to say?
Was Will in here?
No, I already did my my goodbye, but I thought this podcast was a lot more organized than normal for 4 people. So congratulations!
Congratulations!
You guys said to take
Yeah,
your shirt off?
I
Leave your clothes on.
No. My shirt take off was a lot more offensive than yours.
Yeah, way
He
more.
actually has a point. He has a point.
It's very true.
Josie's hairy nipples are a lot easier to deal with than that Yankee shirt. That's for sure.
And that, my friends, is Double D's logic. DD.
Yeah, boom.
Have a good one, everyone. Peace.
Say goodnight, Jones.
I already ended it.
Peace.